Hey, I'm Charlene and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about high performance habits and how you can leverage them to meet your goals. Have you ever felt like you've been stuck? Like you've tried everything to get some motion, to gain some momentum, and you just cannot do it. You've read more, you've attended the class, you've done this and you've done that, and nothing seems to help. You're just busy. You're spinning your wheels, and all of a sudden you end up frustrated at everything you're doing, and you take it out on the people you love. So have you ever felt that way? I know what it feels like to be stuck, unmotivated, and feel helpless because you don't know what to do in order to get out of that feeling. Well, here are some of the things that you can do to help get you started. One, write down that feeling, because I really want you to understand what it is you're feeling. Talk through those emotions so that you can decipher and pinpoint what exactly could be causing it. The second thing I want you to do is, what's one thing that you can do to shift from feeling that way? I don't care what it is. Maybe it's go for a walk, to go for a hike, to start a new hobby, to do something new and adventurous by yourself or with your family. And third, I want you to know that you are not alone. Some of the world's most successful people feel the very thing that you're feeling right now. But what they have that differentiates them is the strategies to achieve success and sustain it over the long term through these high performance habits. In my sessions, I always recommend, a book or have them create an affirmation to take with them to get them through their days until our next meeting. Well, one of the questions that I'm asked commonly in these sessions is, what other book can I read, or what are more affirmations? And I get to a point where I tell my clients, take what you have currently. Let's not add anything new to it. Let's just leverage what we have, because what I've learned is that learning, while it's the greatest thing we can ever do, it can be debilitating sometimes, meaning you're leaning on learning more, but you're doing less. A lot of the things I help my clients do is reintroduce to them process of discovery so that they can become the best version of themselves. Remember, we've never been these people, and they've never done some of these big dream goals that they want to achieve. So this is going to be a constant discovery process, and we've got to get back into that. And so that's one of the things that I help my clients do. Really embark upon this discovery journey along the way. And we do it through the 6 high performance habits. And I want you to listen in, get a pen, paper, and write these things down, because these are the habits that the world's most successful people have to help them sustain success over the long term. And the first one is psychology, that mindset, right? We talked about that earlier. The other is physiology, making sure our bodies and our minds are in sync with one another. We're staying healthy, whether that may be intake of vitamins, we're getting a little bit of exercise, we're really, doing mindfulness exercises, and really just doing those things that energize us and make our bodies healthy. The other is purpose. We talked about that earlier, having them embark upon that discovery of really doing something that's bigger than themselves, leveraging their gifts and talents to impact others. The other is presence, making sure that when you're in a room, when you're on that call with a client, that they feel your presence no matter what. But most importantly, that you're in tune with your presence and how you're showing up as well. Then there's persuasion, because we talk about impact, and with impact comes influence. And how can we be persuasive so that we can influence others to make a better decision and to choose a different way or a better way? And the last one is productivity. At the end of the day, right, we want to be able to show up in the best version of ourselves, but also do the things that energize us and impact ourselves and our families and the world around us in the most positive way. Right? When we talk about setting goals and achieving goals, what we really have to seek is clarity. Clarity can be found in creating your vision. Now, I mentioned that earlier. What is your vision statement for your career? What is your vision statement for your life or your business or for your family, even your finances? Having that vision set is going to give you the clarity to set goals and tasks and systems up in a way that really influence you and really gets you to that next step in achieving your goals. Once you have your vision, it's so important to go ahead and leap into doing those tasks, right? And those actions, because we want to make sure we build the momentum and that rhythm for success so that you can achieve your goal in the most efficient way. Okay, what do you do after you've defined your goals, you've created that vision, and you've even leaped into action, right? You're really doing the thing, and then all of a sudden, the momentum slows, and you're fretful, and you're scared you might get stuck again. Well, this is what you do. First, calm down. It's okay. The very most successful people experience the same thing, because once you've done things several different times and repeatedly, sometimes it can become a little stale. And what it really means is step back for a second, do a little bit of reflection, maybe journal about that feeling, right? What created that feeling? Really get down to what emotions you're feeling and why that feeling came up at all. Because it may be that this is a growth moment. It may be that you're coming into a new realization, right? A new discovery about yourself. It may be that it's time to look at things a little bit different. Maybe it's even time to pivot. But you want to write down so that you can really decipher what it is that's causing that feeling. I like to do breath work. I like to do a little bit of breathing because I control my energy, and I want to let you know that you do as well. So when you're feeling demotivated, energize yourself, do breath work. So a lot of people ask me, Charlene, what is this necessity you talk about often? Well, necessity, quite frankly, is your why. It's why you started in the first place. It's that thing that gets you up in the morning when you don't feel motivated. It's the thing that gets you up in the morning when you're tired, exhausted, you had to stay up with the kids, you had to help your husband get ready for his trip, or whatever it may have been. Your necessity is that why. It's the reason you're gonna do it no matter what. And so if you're looking for your why, I would say go back to your vision, the vision for that aspect of your life. So if it's your finances, right? And you're like, okay, I'm saving up for this trip. At the end of the year, we're going to Jamaica. That's your why. And so everything you're doing is connected to that why. And so if your vision for your finances is, I'm going to save this money. I'm going to save $1,000 and I'm going to save a certain amount. I'm going to put a certain amount aside each month. That's your vision statement. And so all your actions are wrapped around that. And no matter what, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna shop. I'm not gonna, go to Amazon today and find something to buy. I'm going to save this money because my vision is to go on this trip with my friends at the end of the year. This is your why. So your necessity can be big and it can be small, but it's the reason why you do something no matter what. So of course, one of the habits is productivity. I think one of the ways that you can improve your productivity is first write down everything that you're doing. And I want you to go back to that vision that you created for yourself. Does it align to that vision, right? If it doesn't align to that vision, maybe it's not something you need to do any longer. It doesn't serve the purpose that you set for it. It doesn't align to that vision, so why do it? The other thing is to ask yourself, how does it make you feel when you're doing that task? Oftentimes if you follow me, I talk about Mondays, right? Mondays can be a drab, but they don't have to, right? There's so many things that come into Mondays, but one of the things I tell my clients to do is 3 top goals, and I call it the Monday top 3. Just set 3 goals for yourself on Monday. Don't overwhelm yourself with all these goals that you need to do. Just give yourself 3 to start your week. The other thing is to give yourself grace. Listen, we are human beings and we're constantly growing, we're constantly challenging ourselves, and life is constantly throwing things at us. However, we want to be people who respond in a proactive way and not reactive way in life. And the only way we can do that is to make sure that we have that focus, that control, and we build those habits around maintaining that throughout life's challenges. People talk about influence and how big it is and how important it is in your life, your career, and your business. When you think about success, success is not a solo journey. It's always going to be in partnership with someone or somebodies, right? And how you influence people is hugely impactful on that success journey. So building those relationships and being able to help others come to a decision they may otherwise never have, but because they met you, you've influenced them in their decisions, right? It's role modeling behaviors, it's role modeling actions for them so that even if they never met you in their lives, when they watch you on your YouTube channel or when they see you in the grocery store, they say, there's that person, there's that girl, there's that guy who always, has this great smile on his face no matter what's going on. You're influencing them in their battles, right? In their struggles and when they go through their challenges. So influence is being able to help someone think differently and behave differently. People often talk about F words. Well, the F word I want to talk about today is fear. And fear gets in the way of so many things. It gets in the way of who we want to be and who we want to show up as our authentic selves. It gets in the way of us doing that new thing as we embark upon our leadership or entrepreneurial journey. Fear just gets in the way. And so I want to talk to you today about how do you overcome that fear? How do you do it anyway? Because we don't need that in our life. I want you to replace it with a new F word. And that word is faith. Having the faith to believe in yourself, having the faith to do something new and really discover what works for you, what fits best for you. So when you can turn that fear into faith, it gives you the courage to move forward. It gives you the courage to take that next step and really go after that dream goal, go after that dream career. So if you feel you need more support in developing these habits, then I invite you to my private coaching, where over 6 months, you and I work privately together to help build the skills you need to succeed in life, career, or your business. Because I know you want more for yourself, but I know sometimes that fear gets in the way and those limiting beliefs are flooded upon you, and perhaps you're even faced with procrastination. Well, not only am I going to be your cheerleader, but I'm also going to be the one that holds you accountable to challenging yourself and really reaching after those dream goals that you've set for your life. Because I believe everyone has a purpose, and I believe you can get to your purpose, and I can help you get there. Because I know that you can create the life you desire. You just need the right strategy. Let me help you develop that strategy. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.